back. We're live.
Best ball weekend continues Sunday. Ready to draft some better teams than I've been drafting already. I mean, I fat fingered a couple of teams already, so
Yeah.
I need to do better. Do better. Hashtag do better. I mean, I got two guys I never get. I got Mecca Buka and AJ Brown because of that, which is fine. Those two guys are onesies, right? They could be fine, but it kind of I did a Genty Bauer start with AJ Brown and Mecca Buka, and my quarterbacks could not be worse. I think my QB1 is going to be Geno Smith. So when you fat finger a draft and you end that with Geno Smith QB1, it's never looking good. So
yeah,
we'll jump in. If you want to share this game, I'm near a draft entry. I know it's going to be 1 left.
I'll wait till it goes. This is a strategy I want you to maybe and tell me where this sits with you. We've talked about teams we like to win the Super Bowl this year. We talked about the Chargers. The other team that you have a lot of Chargers. This is a team that you like as well, but you haven't drafted a lot of. But you will have to prioritize them because of where they are in the draft, and it's the Bengals. I feel like this draft you should try to. I mean, like I'm not gonna tell you what to do, and I don't want to influence where you're going to move.
I only do Bengals, and this is just a fact. I only do Bengals stacks when I get Jamar Chase.
Yeah,
and I really should do better. Okay, I'm just go ahead and enter.
Dylan, because
pick 10. It's pick 10.
There's a way you could do it in this draft too.
Go Chase Brown. It could be Genty Chase Brown, and that's the Bengals.
That's what I did. So I did Genty Chase Brown, and then you can get T Higgins. It's gonna be tough to get T Higgins with that third pick because
sometimes what I like is a super mega mind genius play is Taj Brooks undrafted. There's something tells me he could get a little bit of work, and if Chase Brown goes down, P-John is not the direct back. I think you're going to see more Taj Brooks, and Taj Brooks has a little talent. So I think
he does.
As a late round guy that's going completely undrafted, he's going to be maybe owned in 2% of all best ball pods.
Is Taj Brooks, is that Texas Tech?
Tech. Good poll.
Texas Tech, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Let me just confirm while we wait.
College is so much harder because guys switch teams. So it's like, remember who was a receiver I talked about?
Texas Tech, Red Raiders, baby.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice poll. Yeah, and when he got drafted, we thought he might get a little work. Didn't really see anything last year, but I could totally get that. I mean, listen, Gibbs, Chase, 1, 2, fine, but man, you got to go Bijan. The guy at 3 was like, thank you for Bijan. I don't hate it. I mean, here,
I've drafted some Jamar Chase over Bijan. I have because I wanted some. I try to force myself some more Bengals, and
you know who I'm going here.
You gotta go Genty, right? If he's available. The thing is, sometimes people have been drafting Genty, so sometimes you get stuck there, and you're like, I like Genty Chase Brown a lot. I think that's a different.
Is the Week 17 matchup once again? We're just playing for the championship. Is the Week 17 matchup the Ravens?
I don't know. Let's see. Week 17 Bengals. I think the Bengals have so much upside this year. They could be the best offense by far, and then it's you want exposure to them,
Yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, if you can't get your Chase in the top 3 picks, you could always, I don't really love going to Higgins. Higgins is, I understand.
It's weird because Higgins is, if Joe Burrow's healthy, Higgins is he's getting 8 catches, 100 yards a game.
The Genty clicks too easy there. Yeah. And I've been, dude, I understand Chase Brown, but I might just do this. Can Ken Walker be the number 1 overall RB this year? Tell me why he can't be.
He could be. This is what I'm saying. Cincinnati's hard to get done because it's very easy to talk yourselves out of Cincinnati. This is why Chase Brown versus Ken Walker is a good question because this is the truth. Cincinnati's offense, I think, will be better. I think Cincinnati will probably be better. Chase Brown could finish ahead of Ken Walker. I think I'm somewhat worried about Kansas City being good this season. I mean,
no, they're going to be fine, dude. Pat Mahomes is a magician.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they will be fine, Dylan. But I am concerned a little bit. I have a little bit of hesitation, and so
all right. You know what? Just for a different sake, I'd usually go Ken Walker here. I'll go the Genty.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to force yourself into this, and you may, if you go to the board, go. Let me see. Yeah, I think you could get T. Higgins. The tricky thing about T. Higgins is he may get picked up. People are looking for that receiver 2 or their top end receiver 1. I think people are still drafting Higgins as a receiver 1, right? I think he's in that realm. I just feel if you want the Bengals, you have to go get them because everyone the Bengals are going high. They're not sliding by anybody.
Dude, the Royals suck.
What they do?
They've already given up 3 runs. They're just a bad baseball team. I'm a Braves fan, but I was on a little bit of the Royals bandwagon. You gotta exit. You gotta exit the bandwagon. Probably.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. So listen, running back starter. Kind of have to see. I'm trying to expand the board here. Here we go. Can you see it?
Yeah, well, expanded in the other. You got to share the other window because I can still see your draft. I can see the timer. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
So you got Puka, pick and start someone. To Bijan got. I just don't love Nico this season. Like I love Nico last year, but I'm just worried about the volume. I'm worried about how that team runs their offense. I think there's some downside there. Jamar Chase, Malik Neighbors is fun. That's a fun team receiver wise. There's risk in Malik Neighbors. We all know that. I don't love Love. I mean, we've talked about Love a couple of times now, but like I have concerns with Love. I have concerns with the offense. I have concerns that they won't be able to score as many touchdowns as he needs them to. And like I think Love hurt Trey McBride. The guy I like there is Marlon.
The problem is there. What is Tyler Algier going to do? Just sit on his hands all game? Like he's going to have to play a little bit. They didn't give him a whole lot of money. And obviously, Jeremiah Love is the one. There's no question there. But like, if James Conner stays there, it's going to eat into the workload there.
You still paid him. And like, I don't think you're not going to want to run your rookie running back into the ground. Like, I don't think they'll be good enough to where like, oh, let's just give him, 25 touches a game. So I think they'll be, he'll have a decent workload, but like Algier will still get in the 10 to 12 touches a game. That's my opinion of it. Like, I don't know. Like, but I feel like that's kind of where we'll end up there.
Yeah.
Let's see. What are you thinking though? I mean, again,
sorry, I'm just making sure it's not stopping on me. Okay, so here I think I'm gonna go. It's really tough, and generally what I do here, and I might
It's Higgins there.
Higgins is there.
The thing is, like, dude, this isn't because you're trying to build a different team. Like,
did Higgins? I gotta go Higgins and McConkey Kong here. I think. Yeah. I like that. This is not a traditional build I would do.
That's what I'm saying. But sometimes you got to force yourself because, like, dude, sometimes it's just the picks up top. Like, hey, why not throw Jamar Chase? I mean, T. Higgins, Chase Brown, and then you know who you could get, Dylan, who I like is you could get Joe Burrow too. Like, throw Joe Burrow on this team with Justin Herbert. And then you have like the AFC Super. I mean, again, if Joe Burrow's healthy, man, he's like, is he the best quarterback? Like, the offense is so good. Like, it feels like that offense could score 30 points a game, and like you're gonna want some exposure to the offense if they're scoring that much.
Damn, McConkey Kong got sniped. I gotta go L Birds.
It's either Luther Burden.
Like Luther Burns.
Yeah. I would say like, my picks are either Luther Burden
I'd buy stock on him. I'd buy stock on him right now.
Yeah.
So right now the start is, and I'm sorry, my screen sharing is kind of pissing me off. But Genty, Brown, T. Higgins, Luther Burden. Don't hate that. Don't hate that start. I like that a lot. T. Higgins as the one. There's just something in my mind where I just don't love.
It's just because mentally you struggle. Your thing just dropped off. You struggle, Dylan.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix it now.
You struggle with drafting a receiver too that high. That's the mental block. Because I feel like a lot of people have that. It's like you struggle drafting a guy who's technically a receiver too. You struggle drafting him where he got drafted. Yeah,
and Higgins is gonna be fine. But like it's just like can it be a priority for me? I just don't know if I trust it all that much.
Dude, T. Higgins, it's just like a good offense, and you're talking about a high volume passing attack. Their defense will be slightly better, so maybe like less. But like I think if Joe Burrow is healthy, it's just going to be wheels up for the Bengals. Who are you coming back? I think this next two picks is always tough for me. I think
you see the board, see the board now. It's just I think I've got the view down pat. It was pissing me off. Yeah, so let's just judge some of these teams. I'll be a harsh critic. The 4 RB start with Derrick Henry, Barkley, Williams, and Jacob. Like, I hate that. I understand Jacobs had fallen a little bit because maybe a domestic violence, but probably not. But for Williams is way too high. We talked about this guy. I'm selling. Give me Blake Corum at cost all day.
Yeah,
I'll avoid that spot.
He's not part of the hero RB builds. I have done a hero RB build when I went 5 straight running backs, and I felt so strong at running back. But the rest of the team was soft, and so like there's risk in doing that.
Yeah, here what I'm hoping to do is. I'm so high on Bashal Tutin. I know we've heard Chris Rodriguez, but I think that's caused him to fall. If Bashal Tutin was bona fide number 1, he'd be going around Breece Hall. Yeah. Like that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but like he would be going a good bit higher. And I could be reading that wrong, but man, the guy's super talented in a Liam Cohen offense. So yeah, I don't.
What do you do here? Do you draft what I would do potentially? I don't see the board, but I kind of know who players are. No, you don't have to. I know which players are being drafted. I know which players are available. So like you could go.
So this is what I'm looking at. I don't have anyone in the queue because I'm not worried about missing.
I love Christian. Garrett Wilson went. No, Zay Flowers. You're skipping ahead. There we go.
God damn it. Bashal Tutin went. That really hurts. I don't like that. I really wanted him there. Once again, you got to pivot. You got to pivot. Christian Watson.
Christian Watson is just, to me, a much better pick than Bashal Tootin. Like, I think the gods gift you. To me, it's like Christian Watson is not like, he is an alpha receiver. Now you have three.
Jadarian Price is a guy I just can't trust.
No,
I drafted a lot of him already, so I understand kind of the thought process there. But for me, as a guy that I don't know if he's gonna win that Week 17 matchup for you. I don't know if he's gonna share too much when it comes time for that. And I just don't know the split early on. Right, they're gonna be a good team. They're gonna be a run heavy team. But you can see he's fallen a good bit. Like, he was steamed up, and then he's starting to fall. And like, really, if I wasn't a Burrow stack, I would still go him there. I'm not that sour on him. But yeah, so the start is Joe Burrow, Genty, Chase Brown, T. Higgins, Luther Burden, Christian Watson. Yeah. I probably will do this. I know Chase Brown and Taj Brooks are obviously, you don't really want to do that, but I'll probably just correlate that. Yeah, this might be the entirety of my Cincinnati stack, just to be honest with you.
I don't hate it. So when you're coming back, what does it look like it's going to be available? I mean, so Tucker Kraft's the guy. Like, you have Christian Watson. I don't know if it seems like you don't like Tucker Kraft as much as I do. So I won't talk you into there. You're more, I don't hate going like Tucker Kraft, Sam Laporta. Those are guys I like a lot.
Dude, Sam Laporta's a guy. Like, I'll always choose Sam Laporta over Tucker Kraft.
Interesting. Well, he's quite a bit lower. I think Tucker Kraft has a higher ceiling, and if he's healthy, a higher floor.
Yeah.
Tucker Kraft was so good. I think people forget that he got hurt.
You know what's interesting? So maybe what I'll do here, just for posterity's sake, is I might just go, if I can go Reed or Tucker Kraft, just build to the Giants. I mean, build to the Packers upside, right? You just kind of got to fall where the draft leads you, right? It's like, okay, well, now I have Watson. I have a Bengals stack. Let's just go Green Bay stack. I know it's a Houston matchup. Correlations over Week 17 matchup for me, even though I don't love it. But if I go Kraft or Reed, then I can go ahead and get Jordan Love and this will be a QB team for sure if it's Jordan Love.
Yeah, I'm in total agreement there. I love that, dude. Like, I love, because first of all, I'm a Green Bay guy. I love Love, and I think I'm a Green Bay fan this year, and I feel like the vertical attack from Matt LaFleur just be better. And like, remember that game in, I think it was Brazil, where the Eagles played Green Bay? Was that 2 years ago, Dylan? And it was just a shootout. Like, you saw Jordan Love, I think he threw for like almost 400 yards. It's like Jordan Love has that in his bag. He's not as good as Justin Herbert to me, but I think he's still a top 10, top 12 quarterback in the league.
There's another guy I have 0 shares of. So the first share on the live stream is Jaden Reed. I'm just going to get Tucker Kraft's gone. So now it's Jaden. It's going to be Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, and Golden. Jaden Reed, I don't love him there, just to be honest, because he's not going to be on the field in the two receiver sets.
I'm skeptical of that. I'm skeptical of that pick as well. I have so much Green Bay. I don't know. I have like 50 teams drafted, and I have so much Green Bay. I don't think I have one Jaden Reed. Just where he's going, I haven't. But he's good. Like, when he's on the field, he's going to be targeted. It's just like the select packages they use him for are going to be, That's
I just look at the teams. I just want to see what my guy did with the robust. He went Henry, Barkley, Williams, Jacobs. I like the pairing of Jackson with Henry there. That's kind of fun.
The receivers, those are questionable. Cardinal Tate, Chris Godwin, and Michael Wilson as your one.
Fun. Yeah. Oh, I'm on the board. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. I know it's a little bit ahead. I'm gonna go Blake Corum here.
He's good draft. Yeah, it's either him. To me, it would have been him or Laporta. You'd have had to get either one of those guys there, probably.
Yeah. So Corum, and then I'm up. I probably won't get any. I'll have to go Golden here. It'll have to be Golden and then Jordan Love. That's just,
which I like.
Yeah, I like it. This is, once again, a pretty unique build for me. We'll just call it the start. Joe Burrow, Genty, Brown, Corum at running back, Higgins, Burden, Watson, Reed at receiver. I'll get Golden, have that Green Bay super. And it's just, the only problem with the Green Bay super this year is just a Week 17 matchup. It's just like, they get you there, and then Week 17, if Stingley and all those boys are healthy, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah. I don't know. I think let's get through the season. I think the Green Bay team could be solid this season. I think their offense will be a lot better. With that said, I don't love Jaden Reed. That's more of a somewhat of a, I'm torn. To me, but when he's on the field and they're using him and the packages are correct and he's out there for 60% of the time, he can have those spike weeks. I would say, what are you doing? So the next two picks are going to be receiver, running back, probably.
I don't know. I mean,
receiver, quarterback. I mean,
it's going to be receiver, quarterback. Golden's already gone. So, I mean, which is fine. I already have 2 receivers, right? And we know.
Yeah, I only think that's for the best, Dylan. It's like you draft Reed and Watson. Hope. I mean, and this outcome is like they're the number 1 and 2 Week 17, and you need them. And because I feel like 3 receivers from the same team. this high. It's not like when the cheap end stacks where it's like you're drafting them pretty high. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the concern. It's like all three of those guys were kind of like beefed up a bit.
And you know how I feel about my Mendoza stack. And on this team, it will be no Mendoza. It'll just have to kind of bolster my decisions elsewhere. I'd really like one of these tight ends to fall. I'm sure Fannin won't, but if Laporta or Kyle Pitts are here, I'm buying one of them. They're my tight end one. I'll be either of those guys with that.
I wouldn't hate if you like picked up like Ferguson late either. With this build, since you don't have a tight end yet, right? You don't have any tight ends, I don't think.
Yeah, is the tight end on the Bengals valuable?
Mike Gesicki?
I just don't know. I don't know if it would even be worth my time. No way Laporta falls here. We're up in 3 picks. Tight end. KD 1114 is probably going to take a tight end. I'm guessing. I don't see
some of these guys take 2 tight ends too, so you'll see.
I do as well, but like if he falls, he's gonna fall. He's falling to me, and then Laporta's off the board. And I'll just go ahead Pitts here. Pitts is fine. Pitts is going to be great if the situation there stays pretty much how it is now. Like he was amazing towards the end of last season.
Yeah.
Let's look at
the quarterback play is the biggest question mark I have.
Jordan Love already go as well.
Probably.
Disgusting.
People
Button cake. He got Golden in Love. He's seeing me. He's like, sucker. Yeah, like he's like this guy's got to get me a stack. All right, we'll have to pivot. That's the name of the game. So
it's like you can do a couple things. You could obviously draft a quarterback, right? You could get Tyler Shudd that you like. You could get. I think that would be the only guy you could potentially go here. I guess Stafford would be like a weird pick, but you have Blake.
No, I'm not. I'm focused on correlation now. I'm not gonna draft any of these quarterbacks. What I'm gonna do is just draft Jonathan Brooks. As a Panthers fan, like I'm high on him. He's a guy that is absolutely going to get work, especially if Chuba Hubbard is actually regressed. And just a guy like I think can get, maybe 20, 30% of the backfield touches and has some explosives in his game. So
yeah,
I'm interested there.
Jonathan Brooks is a big enigma to me. It's like on healthy running back builds, I like him. But like when I need a guy that I feel like can produce, I feel like he's not a guy I often click on because I'm like, there's just so many question marks. If Chuba Hubbard is good,
They're just looking at some nasty boys, like the nasty. Like I'm totally fine with Brooks and like Rashad White types because I think what I saw from Brooks, like when he was healthy, is just a guy that has absolutely chops in the pass catching, in that realm. But for him, is like we don't know who he really is because he just hasn't been on the NFL field long enough. And if Chuba Hubbard was by an efficiency standpoint was what he was last year, he's gonna be Jonathan Brooks is gonna see more of the field because just Hubbard wasn't good. So. I've drafted Hubbard. Obviously, he's a guy I want to get a lot of. But so here, this is what I'm looking at. I mean, QB2, happy with Malik Willis. The only problem here is bye week. So we'll have a bye week's problem. And what I do here is just Malik Willis and then maybe Mendoza. But the problem is Mendoza's probably not starting by week 6. So
I would maybe even pivot here. And you could go like, this is where I would drop Malik Willis because of that and go like Cam Ward and like pick up like Gunnar Helm, Calvin Ridley late. I don't know.
I can't draft Calvin Ridley, but I like Gunnar Helm.
Yeah, at least Gunnar Helm is interesting because
another option to pivot here is like, okay, we know the Seattle matchup in Week 17 is tough. We have Bryce Young. Do we pair him with Jonathan Brooks and Jalen Coker? We saw Jalen Coker when Ted's getting pretty covered up. Jalen Coker could open up.
It's not a bad flavor to this team. Again, you're painting a picture, right? You're putting players and pieces together.
And Bryce Young's pretty much free, so I think I'm going to do that. I really want to go likely here. I
don't hate lightly. I think I'm curious to see how he fits in there. Is Theo Johnson still there?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like a monster. Likely is such a good pass catcher at tight end. Like he's so valuable. Dude, would you be surprised if they started the season and Likely was their top pass catcher through the first 4 weeks? Like, I wouldn't. He's mega talented. That's why it really didn't make any sense when the Ravens signed Andrews to that long contract.
No.
And they dropped Likely. Like I just don't understand
to be fair, it's a boon for both Likely and Andrews. I like them both this season. I think Andrews is a good play. Like Andrews without Likely is like, I kind of like Andrews too.
And another guy usually I would go here that's going to be absolutely steamed once he finds a team is Stephon Diggs. It's just I'm playing the build right now, so I'll probably go Likely and Coker.
I love Stephon Diggs though. Where do you think he's going to go? Houston.
The problem is like my receivers are strong enough where like I don't need to take that swing, so I'm going to go Likely. You just go and if I need an extra tight end down the stretch, maybe I pick one up. The guy, talking about a zero guy, like I think I have one share of Travis Hunter and a Jag stack, but I just won't get a lot of him. If he plays 30% wide receiver snaps, you're in so much trouble having a guy like that in your team. So
Dude, I don't know, but like you feel like they're still not going to give up yet. It's the second season. I like for Jaguar, at least for Jacksonville stacks. I don't hate the play of picking up Travis Hunter. Like I think he's interesting upside, but he's mainly on my Trevor Lawrence builds where I have like Brian Thomas or like Jacoby Myers or one of the guys there.
Let's grade some of these teams. All right, that Lamar Jackson, Bo Nix, came more interesting QB room. Yeah, I'm just looking. Nothing here I see that's too much of an aberration. Oh, go and give me Cokehead. Yeah, so I think this is fine. This is fine. It's kind of a disgusting week 17. You have Coker, Brooks, and Bryce Young. Like, there's going to be a little bit of value there. Just going to have to go ahead and get Bryce Young. I don't hate that. What do you think?
Yep. Yeah, hope Bryce Young's there because people start to scoop up QB3s in this draft, which I hate because you could, and it's okay. You don't need it. You have a Coker, Jonathan Brooks correlation, which is not totally correlated, but and I guess
this is correlation. Let's just paint the picture of the Seattle team routing the Panthers as this happened, and the Panthers are just chasing. Got a lot of short dump offs to Brooks and Coker with that tech get shut down. So I like it. I don't love it. I mean, I'm not getting a lot of Bryce Young this year. I just don't. I'm not feeling it. So
no.
Not a guy.
The thing is, there's spike weeks from Bryce Young, but Dave Canales is a winner, and he often will flip the game script to be like, hey, let's slow it down and run the ball, Chuba Hubbard. Like you saw a lot of that last season. Like some of our best games were like, hey, give the running backs 40 touches. And I wonder if Jonathan Brooks is healthy, you could see the 40 touch. It's like you could see some more of that too. Like I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that. But I don't know. There's still a ton of questions.
There's more questions than answers right now. And that's
who's playing tight end for the Panthers? That's another question I have.
So, we rotated a lot of guys last year, right? And that's the problem. I don't think any one of them is valuable.
No.
We can even go, while we wait, we can go to their ADP. It's not going to be anybody down here. So we had Jatavion, who I loved out of Texas.
Yeah.
He wasn't on the field as much.
No. There was concerns there too.
So Mitchell Evans was the guy that was on the field, right? The guy at Notre Dame, but do we like that? We also drafted another tight end. I just don't love it. I don't, as far as passing.
And you have the guy, was it Ian Thomas or?
Yeah, Ian Thomas. Yeah.
There from Wisconsin. I think he played Wisconsin.
Yeah, maybe. But once again, there's not going to be. Yeah, Bryce Young is going to be here. I mean, I hope. I don't want to take Stroud. I mean, the silliest correlation would be just taking Stroud naked with the Green Bay's coming back. So. Let's see. And another guy, let's talk about a guy at tight end. Kenyon Sadiq is a guy I don't know what to do with. He's uber talented. But in that offense, what's his target share? Would we be surprised if he gets under 5 targets a game there? Because I wouldn't. I think we could see 2 or 3 target games for him. I mean, we could see games for guys like Kenyon Sadiq that just don't get a target. And it wouldn't surprise me one bit, especially after they signed Bryce Young to that big contract. You just see a lot of short areas to him, and you have Garrett Wilson. Obviously, you dropped Amari Cooper. What are you going to do with Sadiq? And then what about the tight end from last year? What's his name? The kid was good down the stretch. We played
the guy from Ohio State, Jeremy Rucker, or
no, not Rucker. That guy's a blocker.
Mason Taylor.
LSU. Sorry. Yeah, LSU. Yeah, he's solid, man. He's a solid tight end.
So this is
the team before I can pick Joe Burrow, Bryce Young, Genty, Brown, Blake Corum, Brooks, Higgins, Burden, Watson, Reed, Coker, Kyle Pitts likely. So what we're drawing, we're trying to find correlation. Nothing I love here. Nothing I love here.
No, Ian Thomas, tight end. Where did he play college ball? I'm trying to look it up, but
I can't remember. Honestly, Ian Thomas really is sticking to mind. I want to see a Big Ten school. I can't remember. I'm thinking Big Ten. I don't know why I'm thinking Big Ten.
I said Nebraska. It feels like Nebraska or Wisconsin for sure.
I know you're gonna do. You hate this, but I've been getting so much Mendoza and Jack.
You love Mendoza so much.
Disgusting. It's the disgusting stack. But if Mendoza's any good down the stretch, I don't hate having him with Genty as kind of week 17 against the Cardinals. Giddy up. I like that a lot.
Yeah, if you feel like by that point, if they're relevant. It's probably not because of Kirk Cousins. I guess it could be, but they're probably not relevant. So Mendoza maybe is getting some touch. The benefit of the reason I like drafting Mendoza is because you feel like you're gonna get a starter week 17. You feel like
how do you feel about Emmett Johnson? So I obviously see I got him in the queue here. What are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I don't hate him as running back too. It looks like the pass catching back in Kansas City.
Dude, he's not a pass catcher. That's what I don't understand. People are saying that, but
you're right. In Nebraska, he played for Nebraska.
Andy Reid comped him to LaShawn McCoy, but I don't see that
he didn't do much passing. I don't know. We'd have to see, but
it's you too sour on the Kansas City offense, where I'm pretty enamored. And I already told you who I'm getting at the end of the draft. I'm getting Taj Brooks as kind of a hedge. Maybe it's a 1-2 duo, and it's Taj Brooks getting the touches. And I'd like that a whole bunch.
No, we saw some struggle from Kansas City last season, and so like I think there's still gonna be. It's like Travis Kelce's older. Like Rashee Rice, is he gonna play the full season? Like Xavier Worthy, like I like him as where he's being drafted because you can get a potential number one. But like
another guy here that you should draft some of that I'm just a coward and I won't. Maybe on a Washington stack I would, but just I can't draft. I can't click Brandon Ayuk right now. Like
no, I've drafted some. I've drafted some because sometimes I'm like,
me too. But like in certain drafts, like if he's not part of a potential and I think his best landing spot would be Washington.
Yeah.
So just like if I'm playing Washington, I'll take a stab. How do you trust a guy that hasn't played football in that long?
You
right?
can't. You can't.
You just can't. And guys regress all the time. So if he's regressed at all, and just like maybe you're taking a swing on this guy, but what is the likelihood that he burns you in best ball? I think it's really low. Like, what's the likelihood he goes to a team and he's the alpha right away? It's such a low probability. So for me, it's going to be a pass. I marked Sean Tucker. I wanted to hear your thoughts because it's going to be Emmett Johnson for me, but Sean Tucker is interesting because Bucky's banged up. Gainwell can't be the ever down back, right? So if we've seen Sean Tucker have those explosive weeks. Like last year, he won someone a milli maker and then DraftKings. So it's just like, can he be valuable here? For me, I just want to take the potential upside of Emmett Johnson. And I know something I'm different than in you, Taylor, that I think they're going to be good this year. I think the Tampa Bay Rays. I think the Tampa Bay Bucks would be pretty bad. So
yeah, I think they'll be pretty bad. But like I like the Ted Hurst, Kenny Gainwell. Like that's a combo I really like to do. I don't hate like the Sean Tucker, Ted Hurst combo.
I love Gainwell. Gainwell is definitely I'm not buying Bucky at his cost. I can't do it.
Like scooping up Ted Hurst here wouldn't be a bad idea. You have. Like you don't have a ton of Ted Hurst, but he's like
I have zero Ted Hurst because everyone's steamed him up so much. Like, what are the chances he's a starter here right away? Like Emeka's the one, Godwin's the two. Maybe flip that back and forth, the 1 and 2s. I mean, we're running 13-12 personnel. Like, so Ted Hurst is going to be on the field.
6'4", 204 pounds. Like he's kind of a matchup.
All these guys, like if you're big, who cares? Like if you have no separation, it really doesn't matter unless you're Mike Evans. And Mike Evans is like I talk about separation. He's an elite separator and he's big, right? So it's just like. Yeah. The guys that are just big, they can be a problem sometimes. So, I don't know. I see what you see and also see what you don't see. And that's a guy that could not be on the field.
Yeah. I mean, but you're drafting these guys at the back of it's like Calvin Ridley, like may not play a whole season. Ted Hurst, it's like if Tampa's not good, as you mentioned, like you're going to see a lot more Ted Hurst probably, right? Like it's just like it could make sense to see more of him in a team for a team that like – maybe he's not going to be competing.
Yeah, two left. So it's just going to be now. This is my boy. Just because if you listen to me whatsoever, you know Jack Beck is just a guy.
You love Jack Beck.
Just on that play. I'm just too high, and then I'm just going to go Brooks. Just because it doesn't matter whether I have the Cincinnati stack. It doesn't change anything. It really is not. It's probably better to get Brooks on a team where you don't have Chase Young because it's not like both guys are going to eat simultaneously. So. For me, I want a piece of him. And the Cincinnati stack makes a little bit of sense. So I'll do that. Yeah. So this is going to be the team because no one's going to take these guys back or Brooks and just never do. I mean, so
the thing is, Chase Brown was great last season, even when Samaje Perine came in and took that heavier role. If Taj Brooks takes over the Samaje Perine role, you could have a valuable running back there that late in the draft. Jack Besh is a question mark. I just don't know. I like him. And I'm just concerned. I don't know what the plan is with him. And I think you got to be somewhat concerned. There's so
much concern. There's an infinite amount of concern with him that he doesn't play a single snap. This is the thing for me that was like, I'm just going to buy in a guy that I think is talented. And it's just like nothing more than that. And like, you're setting round 18 picks on fire anyways. It really doesn't matter who you take.
That's true.
There's no Pukas hiding here anymore, right? Like, I think Jack Beck has the potential to be the 1 or 2 option in the receiving room, obviously not including Brock Bauer. But I think Jack Beck has talent to fit in this Kubiak offense. Yeah. And that's just my opinion. And I could be totally wrong. He could not score a single week. But if he does, he's going to offer so much value because unless you're in my pod, he's going to go undrafted.
The guy I would go over Taj Brooks, though, how many tight ends do you? I would go Terrence Ferguson because you already have Blake Corum. Like, you could use a third tight end if he's available. To me, it's like.
No, you're not wrong. I'm fine at running back here. Like, I don't. Yeah. I mean, fine is the correct word because it's going to be Genty, Chase Brown, and Blake Corum scoring most weeks for me.
Yeah.
But Terrence Ferguson's a great ad. He's a guy that has so much upside.
He fits the build a little bit too. It makes some sense. And obviously, like Taj Brooks is good. He's not a bad pick, but you don't have Loveland Bowers or McBride. You need kind of a 3 tight end build for this team. So I think, what did you end with, a 3-4-7 or?
Yes. Yeah, I think that's that. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Yeah, it's okay. It's not. I'd give myself a C in this draft if I'm being completely honest.
It's just because you draft the plays you normally don't draft, which is why there's like a negative bias. But I think you have a lot of guys.
Yeah, I'll run through here. It's going to be Genty, Brown, T. Higgins, Burden, Watson, Burrow, Jaden Reed, Blake Corum, Kyle Pitts, Jonathan Brooks, Likely, Coker, Bryce Young, Mendoza, Emma Johnson, Hurst, Ferguson, and Jack Beck, or Beck, however you want to say it. Yeah. But yeah, listen, pretty good team. I mean, it's a 3-5-7-3. Kind of skinny at running back with guys that are two backups that might not play. I mean, Emma Johnson might not play.
Yeah, but see, I don't hate going skinny at running back when you go two running backs early, because it's like, okay, those guys outside their bye weeks are going to contribute, right? And so like week 13, week 6, you have a concern like, oh, like I need another guy to score, but like you have enough running backs where a guy will score that week in addition to them. And it's just, you're going to lean heavily into your top guys. That's why I like to do the more creative build when you have that, because it just makes more sense. Not
the worst, but not my favorite.
Yeah. Again, going T. Higgins is tough, right? It just changes the build a little bit, and I understand that you don't love that.
Yeah. I just listen, this is the part of the reason I'd rather do, I mean, as everyone would. I mean, I think the first draft I did was just Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Burrow start, right? And that's a lovely way to start. I just feel like when you're going for upside in that kind of area of the draft, you're really going to want Jamar Chase, because like when it comes to the Bengals second week 17, it's going to be, we see T. Higgins have those gains, but I think all the value there is going to be on the Chase.
No, I disagree. That offense is, if that offense is very good, T. Higgins could have 120 catches and 10 touchdowns. Like that's like in 1,200 yards. Like he could have a monster season, Dylan. And like that's gonna be driven through Joe Burrow too. So I feel like you're discounting T. Higgins a little bit. Like he's better than you're giving him credit for. Like he'd be a receiver one anywhere he went. Like if he went to New England, like he'd be getting drafted where AJ Brown's getting drafted. Like he's a top 12 receiver. He just happens to play with the number 1 overall receiver, which makes it tricky, right? Like that's the biggest concern. Anything else you want to jump into, man? Or
that's it. I'll go sweat my baseball now.
How's it going?
Sad. I mean, I think I have 0 points for my batters. I mean, when you're two pitchers shoving, you're just batters can't find a lick. That's the game we play, though.
Yeah,
that's the game. The 0 or hero, and it's looking like a fat 0. So,
how's Kansas City doing? They just.
Dude, I'm done with them. I'm done with Kansas City. I mean, they just break my heart time and time again. They're just not a good baseball team. Jack Leiter's just covering them up. But we'll be able to watch ECU play a little bit later on. I'm excited about that. Let's just see what ECU's up.
Hope ticket.
Are you talking about the hope ticket for? I bet them for to win in Omaha.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just dumped on VCU 10-0.
So, they did?
Yeah.
You feel like that's good for momentum, dude? Because, like, you kind of need that. It's like.
We need to come out and just – our best and to absolutely be electric today.
Yeah. It's going to be a tall task for us to beat Carolina two games in a row. I mean, you really wanted to get that first one. You wanted to get that victory yesterday, because it gets pretty hard from here, if we're being honest.
It's funny. Like, obviously, we're ECU fans, ECU grads. But, like, as an ECU fan, it's funny because, like, we're always had that chip on our shoulder. We're gritty. You know what I mean? Like Tennessee, like they got beat by us and they gave up versus VCU. You know what I mean? It's like East Carolina's got that chip. Like so they're always so they're down there like whatever. Like we were down against Carolina and they I think Sabater hit a triple 7-5. And you're like, okay, they're not a team that gets down on themselves. Like everyone's down on them already, right? So it's just like they find a way. And we're a good baseball team, but just still we get little brothered a lot.
Yeah, we do have little brother mentality, which is a benefit. It's like you're like, put some respect in my name. That's all it is. It's like, hey, dude, we're not gonna lose to the scrubs. I think we will. It's baseball. You can lose to the scrubs.
East Carolina, if you watch college baseball, like East Carolina can beat any team, and we also lose to any team.
Yeah,
like that's we sometimes we would play these series and just split a series of the team. We had no business doing that. And part of the reason we've had injuries, right? We've lost a couple of really good pitchers, like 2 guys we really could have used in this series. I mean, that would absolutely help us in game 1 against Carolina, but it doesn't matter. Everyone suffers injuries. Carolina, we got to their ace. We're going to face a much lesser pitcher today. So we'll see what happens and see if we can work it through. Because, listen, after we get off to today, if we win this game tonight, 1 game. Just one game.
Yeah, 1 game at a time. We'll see. I would love for them to get to Omaha. This season's going to be tough. It's an uphill battle ahead.
So tough.
Uphill battle ahead.
All right, man. That's all I got, though. Thanks for joining.
We'll be doing best ball drafts until we run out of slots here. I want to do one of the big tickets. The big tickets are tough to line up on these days. We'll see though.
We'll jump back in tomorrow and do some baseball. I think the 111's back tomorrow. We'll jump in and do that.
Hopefully, my golf teams play.
It's gonna be fun. Tell me you want to get hurt again. I mean, the Royals are in Cincinnati, and they're facing Chase Burns, which is just a terrible matchup. But just like I'm gonna be tempted. You're gonna see me.
Dude, we sound like we're like addicts. It's like you can't.
Like there's teams you
the
can't.
Heroin is the Kansas City Royals, and you're like, just one more.
It's Kansas City, like it's super.
It's like you find a case to play no matter what. It's like if it was shit pitcher, you're like, dude, you got to play him tomorrow. Like the shit pitcher.
Dude, I was in Tulsa, and dude, it was just methers everywhere. Dude, just white meth heads just dragging their knuckles on the ground. It's like, dude, I think Kansas City is very much like that. No disrespect, I've never been there. I heard you guys did great barbecue, but I was in St. Louis, not special. But that area, I don't know. I know it gets real methy up there. So
Tulsa does?
No, I think Kansas City. Listen, I know that area has a big drug problem. Only because it doesn't matter. There's no story that I don't want to release this publicly, but no one cares. But there's definitely a problem up there.
So we're getting contact high from the Royals is what's happening.
Yeah, contact. They're getting a little methy. They're getting a little methy on this.
They're getting a little methy.
They need to dial it in. I need them on all the stimulants. I don't need them zombied. I need them stimulated.
No, dude. Yeah, we need them extra stim because they are sucking. I like that's a bet I didn't make, but I would have made is like them to win their division or them to like make the World Series. It's like
the Royals are gonna be me like with the Raiders this year. Just like I'm gonna do it again and again and again. They're gonna be that drug that just like I keep chasing, but like they do nothing. But I just think I'm gonna buy on the Raiders offense just because of the coaching. Listen, I think maybe next week, we'll talk about the coaching changes, and everyone knows this, but like we'll dive into. But like, I'm a very scheme guy. Like Brock Purdy, I think that he's good because Shanahan, right? Like that's just my. I think.
But Brock Purdy's also able to execute.
He is able to execute, but once again, you get the right scheme around a guy, you build confidence, and they can succeed. If Kubiak comes in, and obviously Mendoza maybe starts week 7, week 8 on, and the scheme is right, like the guy can be great. It's just I'm a scheme oriented guy, right? Like and look at McDaniel. I mean, Mike McDaniel, like. He's working with a band of goofies down there in Miami, and like he did good enough. Right? Like Asian's good, but like that he made that offense functional more than it should have been, right? With the kinds of characters he had. So I think like once you get a good scheme going, like I think if you just plug the right pieces in there, it's going to be valuable. And Kubiak, I know what he did for Seattle, and I think that the talent there for the Raiders is going to be comparable or better, right? I think Gendy's better. I think Brock Bowers is a better tight end. He's the best. He's a football robot from heaven, right? So, like, I think he's going to be fine there. So, I don't know. We'll see. Once the Raiders are my cause.
Yeah, it is crazy, though, how good Seattle was last season. It's like Seattle, New England, Super Bowl. Like, people forget, like, those teams, like, preseason were, like, below average. Like, everyone had those teams as, like, bottom half of their division, like maybe the bottom team in their division in a lot of cases, like, and they just overperformed. Dude, Sam Darnold was like, come on, boys, give me my flowers. Sam Darnold came from obscurity. He just ran out of New York. You know what I'm saying, Dylan? And then he went to Carolina. You're like, just not good enough. And then he went to Seattle and won a Super Bowl. Although he went to Minnesota, obviously. That was the big season. Like, you're like, oh, this guy's actually can throw the rock. And then he goes to Seattle and wins the Super Bowl. Good for him, though. You love to see it. Like, he came out of Stanford, I think, right? He was kind of like the after, or he was USC. He was USC.
Yeah.
USC.
Chosen Rosen. Where did Chosen Rosen? Was Chosen Rosen
UCLA?
UCLA. Yeah, he sucked.
Because he was after Jared Goff, right? I think Jared Goff was Cal. Jared Goff was Cal.
Yeah.
He was the Golden Bears.
Another guy, Jared Goff has just benefited from 2 great systems.
Yeah, but he can also, he can toss the rock too. He's got
I mean this, like, why can't Mendoza just be as good as Jared Goff? Like, there's no reason. Like, people shit on Mendoza. He was the first ever picked. Like, he could be just as good as Jared Goff. Like, there's no reason. I mean, that's not a compliment, really. But, like, in a functional offense, if he's Jared Goff, that's fine, right? Like, if he can feed his weapons, like, that's fine.
Jared Goff is like the dumbed-down version of Justin Herbert. He's like,
dude, first of all, that's a disrespect to Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert can run. Jared Goff is so immobile. He's got tiny hands. It's always slipping out of his hands when he's in cold weather. Yeah. He's an absolute cheat code in cold weather. What I mean by that is just fade him. He sucks in cold weather.
Yeah.
But Herbert's a monster. And like, look at it. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to comp, but this is a terrible comp. Like, all right, so we have Jared Goff, we got Amon-Ra, Jack Beck. There we go, comp there. We have Laporte is gonna be Brock Bowers' little brother for sure. But like, I think like we could see a good offense there. So
yeah, dude. I'm buying into Jack Beck, but like your best case scenario is he scores 1 week of the year. Like it's hard for me to see that he produces on a week-to-week basis. Maybe I'm wrong. It just I need to see. Like I'm curious how they run the offense. It feels like Jack Beck's line most weeks is gonna be like 3 for 40. You know, like some weeks he'll have like
if Jack Beck is 3 for 40 every week. I know he's involved. I think it's most likely he doesn't even start. Like the most likely scenario for Jack Beck is not a starter. And listen, I've heard great reviews out of camp for him, but like there's so much uncertainty there. I'm buying the uncertainty. It's like the penny stock that could be, this is a idiot. This is a great buy, but it could also be just absolutely just fabricated.
Yeah.
Nothing real.
Because I've seen like these guys get talked down in camp before, not Jack Beck's time, but then you're like, he doesn't make the team. You're like, what happened?
First of all, Jack Beck is making the team just based on his draft capital last year, dude. You just once again you have to buy these uncertainty in spots, right? So we look at this is a good example. We look at the Rams. Kyron's going way too high. Devontae Adams, Puka, we know, but they've already shown it last year. Like Stafford threw 45 touchdowns, 46. Maybe I'm a couple off there, but he threw so many touchdowns. There's so much uncertainty there. Like, I mean, so much certainty that like you have the bottom line numbers. You can't buy those guys any higher. Like, there's no chance those guys are any better. That's just my opinion, right? But like they're already at their ceiling, right? With like the Raiders, if they're good, let's say the Raiders go what, 10-7.
Dude, that would be an amazing season for the Raiders.
If they're above 500, just say they go 10-7. It's not going to be all Brock Bowers and Ashton Jeanty. There's other guys coming along for the ride. So
that's true.
And that's just what I'm buying. I think the Raiders take a step forward. I think Kubiak is a great coach, great system. I think it's gonna be good. So but that's all I have today. I mean, I'm gonna jump off in the sweats and baseball. Hopefully, you guys can do anything. So.
Yeah, Kansas City needs like a big, 17-run inning. So
I love when my guys get on. Just like reached on third strike, perfect. Like, what do you love? I can't love that more. Just got on third strike.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, later.
All right, later. Yeah, that's fun. Kansas City Royals back to